It's Week 10 of the NFL, and it's Tyjae Spears. He did it all for him last week. An absolute ton of yardage with a touchdown on...
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago.
He was able to topple the 200-yard mark and a rushing touchdown for good measure.
And what I found surprising, all those yards he accumulated, only found the end zone one
just
time.
once.
That doesn't even seem fair, does it?
But still, the 200-yard mark, something he can always carry in his back pocket. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short. It's Levis.
Complete to right.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 68 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
They'll run with ETN.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Levis to throw it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Stroud to throw it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here is 3rd down and 4. Here's Stroud. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Levis on 3rd down.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, Hardy, 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. The Texans at 6 and 2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans football to start quarter 2. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Stroud completes this out wide.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Texans.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, a run with Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Levis now off of play action. Over the middle, he has a Conqueror.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Levis.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Levis.
Wright's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. A quick throw there is incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On the option, here's Spears.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right back to Spears.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And here's a give to Spears.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They fight, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And now out comes Houston. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Covered by J.C. Horn.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Stroud working out of the gun. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Complete over the middle to Hardy. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Tegan Quitoriano, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Levis.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he'll be brought down with with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And Levis going back to the air.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Right back to Duvernay, that's complete.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That one's taken in by Spears.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Levis on third down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. Levis is caught. He hits more. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit. A big one for the Lions, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jaguars are making a strong play to be postseason bound come January as they run their mark to 7-2 with the victory. And finally, Sunday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Denver Broncos. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
3rd and 9 here. Stroud.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now it's right. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Levis back to throw. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Levis from the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stroud looking to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Stroud to throw it. Near the sideline, and it's caught by Miller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 1st and 10, it's Levis. That is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return.
Houston set to take over.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
On second down, it's Stroud.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
Over the middle, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's Spears on second down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Levis to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Levis looking to throw.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point,
And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Levis to throw once more.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Levis.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Elijah Moore.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans are back within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud completes this out wide.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
9 yards. First down, Houston.
Again, it's Stroud. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Titans' 45-yard line.
Now Stroud. Samuel bringing in the slant.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Third and 1, Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Etienne up the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Patterson's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 9. Levis. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Stroud. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3rd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And Stroud now to throw. That'll be caught by Hardy. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. Here's a give to Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
5 yards pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll get this off to Etienne. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Titans' 9-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's good for the Titans. First down.
Levis back to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
17 yards.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And now out comes Houston. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And the Texans first down.
On first down, right back to Etienne. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Travis Etienne.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1st and 10, it's Levis. That one's taken in by Spears.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Levis to throw it.
At the 48-yard line.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36.
They'll throw it again with Levis. And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Levis sets up to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Levis on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A 2nd down throw from Levis.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Texans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.